Kingdom Right by Charles Bukowski, Chapter 47. The first 3 or 4 days at Mir Starbuck were identical. In fact, similarity was a very dependable thing at Mir Starbuck. The caste system was an accepted fact. There wasn't a single sales clerk who spoke to a stock clerk outside of a perfunctory word too, and it affected me. I thought about it as I pushed my car about. Was it possible that the sales clerks were more intelligent than the stock clerks? They certainly dressed better. It bothered me that they assumed that their station meant so much. Perhaps if I had been a sales clerk, I would have felt the same way. I didn't much care for the other stock clerks or the sales clerks. Now I do pushing my car alone. I have this job. It is to be it? No, Wonderman robbed banks. There were too many demeaning jobs. Why the hell wasn't I a super court judge or a concert pianist? Because it took training and training cost money, but I didn't want to be anything anyhow, and I was certainly succeeding. I pushed my cart to the elevator and hit the button. Women want me who made money. Women want men of mark. How many classy women were living with Skid Row bounds? Well, I didn't want a woman anyhow, not to live with. How could men live with women? What did it mean? What I want was a cape eh, in Colorado with 3 years worth of food stuff and drink. I'd whip my ass with sand, anything to stop throwing in this tool. Trivial and cowardly existence. The elevator came up. The albino was still at the contours. Hey, I hear you and Nukes made a verse last night. He bought me a few beers. I'm broke. You guys get late? I didn't. Why don't you guys take me along next time? I'll show you how to get some snacks. What do you know? I've been around. Just last week I had a Chinese girl. And it's just like they say. What's that? We hit the basement and the doors opened. The snacks doesn't run up and down. It runs from side to side. Ferris was waiting for me. Where the hell you been? How were they? What did you what did you do? Fertilized fuchsias? Yeah, I dropped one thorn in each boot. Listen, Chinaski, yes, the punchlines around here belong to me. Got it? Got it. Well, get this. I got an order here for men's wear. He handed me the order slip. Locate these items, deliver them, obtain a signature, and return. Men's where was run by Mr. Jumping Felix Jr. He was well bred. He was polite. Around 22, he stood very straight, had dark hair, dark eyes, browning lips. There was an unfortunate accent of cheekbones, but it was hardly noticeable. He was pale and wore dark clothing with beautifully starched shirts. The sailors loved him. He was sensitive, intelligent, clever. He was also just a bit nasty, as if some forever had passed down. That right to him, he had only broken with tradition, wants to speak to me. It's a shame, isn't it? Those rather ugly scars on your face? As I rolled my car up to Men's Wear, Justin Felix was standing very straight. He tilted a bit, staring as he had as he did most of the time, looking off and up as if he was seeing things we were not. He saw he saw things out there, and maybe I just didn't recognize breathing when I saw it. He certainly appeared to be above his surroundings. It was a good trick if you could do in a get paid and at the same time. Maybe that's what management and sales girls like. Here was a man truly too good for what he was doing, but he was doing it anyhow. I wrote up, "Here's your order, Mr. Phillips." He appeared, not notice me, which hard in the sense it was a good thing in another. I stacked the goods on the counter as he started off into space, just above the elevator door. And I heard all in loud laughter, and I looked at it, and I looked. It was a gang of guys who had graduated with me from Chelsea High. They were trying on sweaters, hiking shorts, various items. I knew uh, them by sight only, as we had never spoken during our 4 years of high school. The leader was Jimmy Newell. He had been the halfback on our football team, undefeated for 3 years. His hair was a beautiful yellow. Some, the sun always seemed to be highlighting parts of it. The sun or the lines in his schoolroom. He got a trick master sculptor. Everything was exactly as it should be. Nose, forehead, chin, the works, and the body likewise. Perfectly, perfectly formed. The others with the new hall were not exactly as perfect as he was, but they were close. They stood around and tried on sweaters and laughed, waiting to go to USAC or Stanford. Justin Felix signed my receipt. It was on my way back to the elevator when I heard a voice. Hear a voice. "Hey, Ski, you look great in your little outfit." I stopped, turned, gave them a casual wave of the left hand. Look at him, Douglas, guy in town since Tommy Dorsey makes Gable look like a toilet plunger. I left my wagon and walked back. I didn't know what I was going to do. I stood there and looked at them. I didn't like them. Never had. They might look glorious to others, but not to me. There was something about their bodies that was like a woman's body. They were soft. They had never faced any fire. They were beautiful nothings. They made me sick. I hated them. I hated them. They were part of the nightmare that always haunted me in one form or another. Jimmy Newhall smiled at me. "Hey, Stuck boy, how come you never tried out for thing? It wasn't what I wanted. No gogs, eh? You know where the parking lot on the roof is? Sure, see you there." They strolled out toward the parking lot as I took my smoke off and threw it into the car. Into the car. Justin Felix Jr. smiled at me. "My dear boy, you are going to get your ass whipped." Jimmy Newell was waiting, surrounded by his buddies. "Hey, look at the stock boy. You think he's wearing ladies' underwear?" Newhall was standing in the sun. He had his shirt off and his undershirt too. He had his gag socket in and his chest pushed out. He looked good. What the hell? What the hell had he gotten into? I felt my underlip trembling. Up there on the roof, I felt fear. I looked at Newhall, the golden sun highlighting his golden hair. I had watched him many times on the football field. I had seen him break off many 50 and 60 yards runs while I root for the other team. Now we stood looking at each other. I left my shirt on. We keep standing. I keep standing. Newhall finally said, "Okay, I'm going to take you now." He started to move forward. Just then a little old lady dressed in black came by with many pages. She had on a tiny green eh, felt hat. Hello, boys, she said. Hello, man. Lovely day. The little old lady opened her car door and read in the package. And then she turned to Jimmy Newhall. Oh, what a fine body you have, my boy. I'll bet you could be Tarzan of the apes. No, man, I said, pardon me, but he's the ape and those with him are his tribe. Oh, she said. She got into the her car, started in, and we waited as she backed out and drove off.